the 72,000 nadis and their real significance. What if your body were not only blood and bone, but a vast constellation of light? What if every thought, every breath, every joy, pain, and prayer moved not randomly, but along secret currents woven through your very being? The ancient yogis knew this. They described a subtle architecture, invisible but real, called the nadis. Not nerves, not blood vessels, but energy pathways. And they said there are 72,000 of them. What does this mean? Is it literal? Symbolic? Why is it important? Today, we enter the quiet brilliance of the subtle body to discover what these 72,000 nadis truly are and why awakening them may be the most important journey of your life. Section 1. What are nadis? The word nadi means channel or flowing stream. Nadis are not physical structures. They are pathways of prana, life force, that move through your subtle body like wind currents through air. They carry everything: breath, emotion, thought, sensory input, inner impressions, spiritual awareness, karma, and memory. Unlike veins or nerves, they exist on an energetic level, unseen yet deeply felt. You might experience them as tingling during meditation, gentle currents up the spine, warmth, pressure, or lightness and stillness. Shifting moods or intuitions that seem to come from nowhere. These are not accidents. They are movements through your inner channels. Section 2. Why do the scriptures say 72,000? Ancient texts such as the Shiva Samhita and Goraksha Shataka mention that there are 72,000 nadis branching out through the body. The number is symbolic, not anatomical. It reflects the immensity and complexity of the subtle body. Here's how it's traditionally understood. There are 3 main nadis that form the core. From these arise 101, 1,000, or even 350,000 branches, depending on the text. The number 72,000 is used poetically to express total systemic reach, a way of saying every cell, every thought, every part of you is connected. You don't need to count them, you need to feel them, because this system is not about numbers, it's about flow. Your spiritual awakening depends not on what you believe, but on how freely prana can move through this hidden network. Section 3. The 3 main nadis you must know. Though thousands exist, only 3 nadis matter in the beginning. These are the rivers of awakening. 1. Idu, the left channel, begins at the left nostril, governs cooling, inward intuitive energy, related to the moon, the mind, and emotional depth, controls the parasympathetic nervous system. 2. Pingala, the right channel, begins at the right nostril, governs warming, outward, active energy, related to the sun, logic, and willpower, controls the sympathetic nervous system. 3. Sushumna, the central channel, runs from the base of the spine to the crown, dormant in most people, awakens only when Idu and Pingala are balanced. This is the path of direct realization and liberation. These 3 channels meet at many energy centers, called chakras, but the most vital junction is between the eyebrows and at the crown of the head. In ordinary life, prana flows mostly through Idu and Pingala, but when both are purified and balanced, prana begins to enter the central channel. This is the beginning of spiritual awakening. Section 4. What the nadis actually do. The nadis are not static wires. They are living rivers of intelligence. They serve many roles. 1. Conduction. Prana flows like current through the nadis, animating all systems. 2. Communication. They relay signals between body, mind, and subtle awareness. 3. Storage. Emotions, traumas, desires, everything unresolved gets held here. 4. Karmic pathways. Your tendencies, behaviors, and even destiny patterns are influenced by blockages or flow in these channels. 5. Spiritual expansion. As nadis purify, they allow higher states of consciousness to be stabilized, not just glimpsed. This is why you may feel nothing during practice for months and then suddenly experience a flood of peace, tears, or inner light. A blockage cleared, a gate opened, a nadi awakened. Section 5. Signs your nadis are awakening. If you're sincerely practicing meditation, breathwork, mantra, the nadis will begin to respond. Here are common signs of activation. A subtle vibration in the spine or hands, pulsing sensation at the forehead or crown, spontaneous stillness with no thought effort, sudden clarity or intuitive knowing, heat or lightness rising from the base of the spine, periods of calm followed by emotional release. These are not random. They are evidence that energy is moving through pathways that were previously dormant or blocked. Sometimes it's gentle, sometimes it's dramatic, but it is always movement toward inner balance. Section 6. How to work with the nadis. You do not need to visualize 72,000 channels. You only need to work with your nervous system, your breath, and your awareness. Here are 5 practices that directly open and balance the nadis. 1. Alternate nostril breathing. Balances Idu and Pingala, helps energy enter the central channel naturally. 2. Silent mantra practice. Repetition creates inner resonance, which clears energetic density. Choose a mantra that feels alive and rhythmic. 3. Deep stillness meditation. As the mind quiets, blocked channels release impressions. 4. Yin yoga or restorative postures. Long-held poses help unwind trauma from fascia and nadis. 5. Intentional silence and light fasting. Reduces outer distractions, allowing inner awareness to surface. You don't have to do everything. You just need to choose what keeps your energy flowing, your mind open, and your attention inward. Section 7. The hidden role of the nadis in awakening. We often think spiritual awakening is about insight or transcendence, but that's only half the story. Without clear channels, higher states cannot stabilize. They flicker in and vanish. The nadis are the infrastructure of awakening. They hold and conduct the force of evolution, and they also carry your old patterns. Until these are released, consciousness will keep returning to its familiar grooves. This is why even seasoned practitioners may get stuck. It's not their sincerity, it's the architecture. Purify the architecture, and the light begins to stay. Final reflection. You are not limited to one body. You are not just a single lifetime of habits. You are a network of light, a tapestry of 72,000 threads woven by breath, memory, silence, and sound. The nadis are not mythology. They are your inner roads back to wholeness. And the map is not outside you. It is here, in the breath, in the spine, in the stillness behind your eyes. Close them now. Breathe gently and listen. The rivers are already flowing. If this transmission helped you feel the hidden architecture within, subscribe to stay on this path of sacred insight. Next, we'll explore a powerful revelation, the Kundalini beyond the spine, vertical versus spherical awakening. Until then, breathe slowly and let the inner channels remember how to sing.